gradually nears. A fleeting encounter, then disappears. How did he leave? Did he fly with his ears? Murphy! He's a magical teleporting dog. It's Murphy! He's a cute and curly golden demigod. Not a mark on him, not a hair left behind. He's better behaved than all humankind. He'll clean up his paw prints for some bacon rind. Before you know it, he's gone. He's so streamlined. Murphy! He's a magical teleporting dog. It's Murphy! He's a cute and curly golden demigod. Traveling the universe through space and time. How do you do it? You're key to this crime. Are you here? Are you there? Are you anywhere or everywhere? Murphy! He's a magical teleporting dog. It's Murphy! He's a cute and curly golden demigod. You're such a good dog. You're such a good dog.
The devil's advocates whisper in the hall, where justice wears a mask and truth begins to fall. Every thread they pull, every lie they weave, in the courtroom's dance, who's left to believe? Oh, the devil's in the details, hiding in plain sight, innocent until the gavel steals the light. True crime echoes through the hollow night, fighting injustice with no end. The devil's in the details, hiding in plain sight, innocent until the gavel steals the light. True crime echoes through the hollow night, fighting injustice with no end in sight. A photograph fades where the truth once stood. Blurred lines between the bad and the good. The scales they tilt with every silver tongue, while the broken cry for a song unsung. Black robes sway like shadows on the wall. One wrong word and the mighty fall. Who's a sinner? Who's a saint? The jury's out, but the verdict's faint. Oh, the devil's in the details, hiding in plain sight, innocent until the gavel steals the light. True crime
All right, everybody. It's a Saturday night at Crimes After Dark. I hope you can hear me backstage. Is anybody give me a wave? Let me know you can hear me. Okay, fantastic. I got a whole bunch of thumbs because we've got a full house backstage. I hope you enjoyed the little extra bonus song that we had tonight. We wanted to kind of give you a little bonus for the lead in, get the room warmed up a little bit. I know some people told me that, hey, I wish you would kind of cut the music out because I try to use your show to fall asleep and you get that whole amped up feel. Well, we'd rather you be a little amped up with us tonight. So that's what we're going to do. Try to get you a little bit in the mood for the true crime escapades or whatever we call it. We've got a full panel backstage. We got Logan back from Bronx Tales. It's really great to have her back. We got Dago from True Crime Cafe. We've got JJ from State of the Deep, and we've got our regular team as well, Robin and 1-1 in the backstage, and of course the wife backstage doing moderation, as well as other mods who aren't backstage with us because some people are just modding on YouTube and not actually backstage. But there's a whole bunch of shiny, happy people backstage, and I'm super excited about that. Let's get them all on. I'm a shiny, happy people. Anyways, maybe I'm just in a great mood tonight. I don't know why I'm in a great mood. I got nothing special to talk about, but I am excited to get the panel on stage. I feel like, well, anyways, let's get Logan up on stage first, and then I will talk to her about what I was just going to say. So, Logan, are you there?
I am here. How are you?
It's good to see you back again.
Yes. I had a rough day yesterday. I was inside my own head, but here I am.
Fuck, I live inside my own.
Man, that's a rough place to be sometimes.
It's horrible. You know, my wife says it must be scary to be inside your head. It is a fucking scary place to be inside my head. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you overthink a lot, which you don't really need to, but it is a scary place to be sometimes.
I do overthink. Well, I was going to ask you, it seems, I can't remember, were you on the show for any of the nights where we talked about Noah Pressgrove, or have you missed every discussion about Noah on this show?
So I was there when it started to come up, but if you guys dove into it, I was not here. But I wish
we did. I think what happened was on a very specific night, somebody said you guys should look into it. I think you might have been here for that one, and then for the next two nights, we really hit it a lot. So, shit, you're fucking behind. Sorry about that. You need to go.
Yeah.
You're not qualified to be here.
I know, right? I'm out. Bye, guys.
I'm just later. No, just kidding. We probably won't talk a whole lot about Noah Pressgrove, but it is a super interesting story. I was in a mood, and a couple people said, you need to be looking at this case. So anyways, we'll probably talk about that tonight, but I just wanted to make sure, because I wasn't sure how boned up on it you are. And it's no problem that you're not. I didn't know about this case 3 days ago. So it's brand new to me as well. So I would welcome you to find some time in your fucking day. I'm sure you have plenty of it, right? To just kind of, look into it, because it's a super fascinating story. We'll bring you up to speed if you haven't done this so before. Anyways, anything special?
Yeah. I did look into that case previously. It's just been a while, so I would just have to do a refresher. But
yeah, okay, cool. And therefore you might be actually more boned up on it than me, because I'm just getting new to it. And I was instantly intrigued because I can tell you that some of the facts don't make any sense whatsoever.
No,
so anytime that happens, I'm intrigued. So, all right. Well, it's good to have you back, Logan. I'm really happy that you're here. So, and I tell you what, here's the good thing in a way for us, but not for you. Some of your people showed up and said, where the hell's Logan? And I'm like, I don't know, but they were here supporting you in spirit. So yeah. So great. Very good. All right, Dago, what about you and your team? How are you doing today?
Whoa.
Forget about it. I can't do that. Do you put on the extra reverb for that, or is your voice just naturally that low?
Whoa.
I can't do it. I would embarrass myself trying to talk that low.
Whoa.
Now you
I did it that way, yeah. No, it's just, it's the microphone, and I can just drop my voice down. I sang for years, so I know how to go up and down with it. Just saying. Yeah. Anyway,
I was in choir for years myself, but I was like, what do they call it? Alto tenor was what I sang normally. So I can't drop down to the bass register very well.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Like when I was younger, I was a soprano. Like truly, I could hit those. What the hell's his name from Sebastian Bach notes to some point. Truly and honestly, my son can do it now, but years of smoking cigarettes has brought me more down to the Barry White side of things, so it is what it is.
And I used to you and I have some musical interests. You being more of a musician, but me just being, well, I guess I was a rock star lead singer for a day. But anyways, I always idolized people like, and this is a name that you may or may not know. Jeff Tate from Queensryche had a 5-octave range, and I was like, I want to be that fucking guy. 5 octaves. How the fuck do you do that? And it was funny because I heard a story, by the way. Jeff Tate, a woman had met Jeff Tate, and then I met that woman, and she's like, he's a complete dick. I saw him in a bar. I went up to him and I said, "Oh my God, you're an amazing singer." And he's like, "I know."
Yeah, he's very. I've heard that he's very arrogant and cocky. Yes, right. And he was. Sure. And if I would have ever had that experience, I'd have just looked at him and said, "Yes, you're an amazing singer, but what a forehead you have, you fuck." So yeah. Anyway,
you know what? I don't know. Is it okay to brag upon something that you're really good at? If you're better than most people at something, is it okay to take a little pride in that?
I mean, some people do, but some people like that take it too far. I think.
Right. Logan's like, of course. I mean, if you're better than everyone and most people at something, is it a shame to say, yeah, I know I'm better than most people?
No, I mean, guys, I have 7 kids. Think about it.
Yeah. Well, you may be better at reproduction, but that doesn't mean anything else.
It doesn't mean anything else at all. Nothing else. That's a fact.
Well, on that fucking note, I know that this is like your 3rd live today. Is that right?
Yes. This is show number 3. 3rd time's a charm. I get to hang with all you amazing people. I just did a show earlier with Miss Logan and Kim and Mikey and those amazing people. And now I get to hang with Mikey is my producer. The Last 24 is his show.
Who's Mike Patton? What band is, or what was he? Is he a front man for some specific band?
A Faith No More.
Faith No More. Oh my God. Did he have who? Okay. Before we bring up the rest of our panel, Freddie Mercury probably has a pretty good. Chris Cornell, fucking amazing. Jeff Buckley, also a great top 3. But I'm trying to think of which one of these guys have the biggest range. And not that it matters.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury is fucking,
absolutely without a doubt.
God, I miss that guy. I do. I miss that guy. Oh, holy shit. The world is really missing a light with that guy. Anyways, I digress. Mike Patton has 6 octaves. Fuck me. Like that's almost.
And do you know that there was a story going around in the 80s and early 90s about Mike Patton that he was mentally handicapped? And I'm thinking to myself, first off, why the hell do you need to put something like that out to the world? But second off, the things that I watched this man do, because I've watched documentaries on everybody, you guys. It makes no sense. But that was a big rumor in the 80s that he was mentally handicapped. And I'm thinking to myself, why? I mean,
I didn't even. That's weird. I wasn't a big Faith No More fan, but I didn't realize he had that big of a range. We should probably bring the rest of the panel up because I could talk music all night long, and this isn't a music show. This is a fucking true crime show. Unless one of those, like Chris Cornell, he may have been murdered, so there's that at least we can work that into true crime.
Chris Cornell, I am so very sad that he's gone. Just right along.
That guy was amazing. Guy was amazing.
Yes, he was. Yes.
All right. Let's bring up the rest of the crew. We got Robin, JJ, and 1-1. 1-1 gets last. He gets the ass end every single time. By the way, the view never changes for the guy in the back, right? The view only changes for the lead dog. So he gets to view our ass every single night. But anyways, that's what it is. Let's go. Robin, how you doing?
Ass. Hello. Anyway, I was trying to sing low.
That looked a little painful.
Buckley has 4 octaves. Yeah,
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
I am good. I am excellent. I'm apparently in a very good mood. Look at I'm jovial.
Hey,
Randy was excited.
We're all right. It's good to have Logan back with us, of course.
Fat, happy.
Yeah. So, and if you're out there, hit the freaking like button on all 3 channels. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notifications are set to all because YouTube likes to mess with those. So make sure, you're all subscribed up and all that so that you're not missing any of the content on any of our channels here. So.
Right.
And real quick, I want to add something to that, Robin. And I don't want to go long on this because I hate begging people for shit. But I will tell you this time of year has been rough on a bunch of us. So we need your extra help and love and support and kind words, because it's a rough time of year for us. The algorithm gets reset this time of year. Channels like ours really take a beating this time of year. And, and a lot of us are really down in the dumps. So we need your encouragement, your support, your love, your views, because it is an emotionally trying time of year for a lot of YouTubers right now. So it is to keep that in mind. We'll leave that at that. Anything else you want to share with us, Robin?
No, it was a good day. Got some crap done around the house and all that stuff. I'm glad people out there are enjoying the Murphy video. That was so much fun to put together.
Thank you, Candy.
Always fun when I can do that kind of stuff. So, but
I want to see Logan pronounce this username, by the way, on the screen. Can you do that?
It's
nice.
How can you guys do that and I can't do it? Because when he's in my channel and I try to do it, I do it and he's like, just call me JP Dago. Basically, like, stop trying. Because I do it, it sounds dumb. It's I got like I'm spitting all over my microphone and myself and everything else.
You know what's horrible about this? I'll tell you this. JP's, we'll just call him JP for now, but anyways, I actually, when I was doing the fireside chat, right? When I was doing the fireside chat, I would try to put the name of the person's comment that I was going to comment on in a text box, and I would have to fucking count the letters in his fucking name. Like I was like 1, 2, 3, I fucking like 12, 11, 13, you know, like, damn, dude. Anyways, I got it right. I'll tell you, I got it right. So anyways, thank you, Robin, for joining us as well tonight and all the things that you do behind the scenes. And by the way, Robin, so first of all, Cat Farm put together the music for the Murphy song, which we fucking love, and we've loved it from the day that we heard it. And then Robin put some extra graphics together tonight on the fly. So thank you, Robin, for putting all that extra time in. I kind of taxed her, and said, "Hey, can you pull it off before the show tonight?" And she's like, "Yeah, I can do that." So I'm sure it wasn't as easy as she said it was going to.
Very good, very good.
All right, JJ, and then 1 Gosh, his family is waiting in the wings, and here. And by the way, forget the whole idea that I'm going to be a kid show until his family gets to bed. I don't seem to do kid very well. Let's get JJ on. JJ, how you doing for State of the Deep?
What's up, everybody? DA, Robin, Logan, welcome back. I hope you're feeling better. Dago, I love your voice.
Thank you.
Denizens, meatballs. Believers and mods, hello. I have a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. So one testicle's missing?
I think I like the Murphy song better than Pretty Much.
Do you really?
Whoa.
Do you really?
I think it has surpassed my in my opinion.
Whoa.
And well done, Robin, on the graphics and stuff that you pulled.
Thank you, sir.
For that.
Thank you.
The redux of that.
It was great.
And who is Mike Patton?
Lead singer for Faith No More.
Faith No More.
Faith No More. Okay. So
I want it all, but you can't have it.
Right. I get it's impressive to have, like, I used to run into Sebastian Bach all the time, by the way.
Yeah, that guy's got a range too.
He's from my area, literally right by where I'm from. And I used to see him out all the time, like all the time. Big, giant, tall guy with long hair.
Yeah,
anyway,
huge.
If you guys don't know Jeff Buckley.
Yeah, I know
Check out Jeff Buckley.
Of course. Of course.
He had like not only a crazy range, like I believe 4-octave range, but his tone was sick. Anyway,
insane. Yes,
that's it for me.
You coming from musicians, yeah, that's a fantastic plug, and it's good to see you, JJ. You're a great dude. Love to have you on the show. I'm glad we joined. And by the way, JJ was telling me tonight, we both kind of have an affinity for UFC fights. I used to watch them all the time until they kind of priced us out of the market. And he told me, he's like, there's a good card tonight. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going live. Like, hopefully Paramount has picked up UFC. What do you got there? You got a UFC type shirt on there? Hold on. Let me get you.
No. It's Metallica, guys. It's Metallica.
Metallica.
Yes, yeah. This is the reprint of my one t-shirt from 1987, 88, I think.
God, I know, like I told one I'd got to get him up here, but when one came out and that fucking drum riff from fucking one, I think I pretty much blew a load when I heard that song. That was
dude. Okay, I know one's got to come up, but I got to tell you real quick. I know it was amazing, the guitar riff as well as the drum. But here's the problem: try being a musician and trying to play this song with the rest of your group when you're the drummer. Okay.
Oh God.
No, this is why I have arthritis in my knees
amazing,
and my elbows now. That's exactly why.
Lars was like 4 foot fucking nothing and fucking could drum like a motherfucker. Like okay, see, I'm going on a side tangent. We got to get one up here, but I know I heard he's a dick.
He's a dick.
But I loved his facial expressions behind the drums. He would just fucking jam, and you wanted to get with me, like fuck yeah, go hit it.
According to my wife, we all do that. And I'm like, so I make faces too. She's like, yeah, you look like you're having a seizure when you pop. Like, thank you, dear. Thank you.
I loved it though. I dug it. I was like, that dude just fucking jams. Anyways.
He does.
He does. He is a dick. I heard that
he's a dick. But he does play. He's amazing. He's one of my
He's a good drummer. Yeah.
Yes.
He's not a good drummer. He's a fucking fantastic.
He's an amazing drummer. Yes.
Yeah. All right. 1-1. Fuck.
Who's 1-1?
Hello. Good evening.
I remember him now.
Oh my God, dude, we took 21
I'm
minutes
here
on the show.
I thought he fell asleep.
I am here.
Yeah.
Travis is insane too. I agree, Tandy.
Oh, all right, dude. I apologize to your wife and your son.
That's okay.
And your daughter, who's not probably awake anyways, but I apologize to your family. Let's get you. First of all, do you have any special things you want to show us before you get your monologue?
I was instructed to give you a short story, so very short, not long. So, you get involved. You know, Dago would know this. I know he's got like 7 kids or whatever, so I'm sure he's had some experience with this.
Humping, yes.
When you have you have your own kids, there's all these like wacky things that come out sometimes that you get to explore every now and then. So my son is turning 6 in April, so he's like 5.5, 6. So we went grocery shopping and we were in the car on the way home, and my son obviously he's older than 5 now, so he obviously copies everything that he hears, mommy and daddy and everyone else and everyone under the sun, and some from YouTube and this and that. So he has a habit.
Where's this going?
Where are we going here, buddy?
He keeps saying, he keeps saying like, shut up or whatever. So I'm trying to teach him manners the best I can. And
probably shouldn't watch.
He wasn't really saying shut up to me or to he was like talking about something, but I'm trying to get him out of using that term. So he kept saying it. So I'm like, okay, Jackson, that's it. You're getting 10 minutes of timeout and whatever. So he was like, oh, but I didn't say it to you. And he keeps like rattling off, but I didn't tell you to shut up. Like, so we're my wife's in the front seat and she's like, mumbles under her breath, being a smart ass. And my son is like, mommy, you said you said a curse, you said a curse. You got 20 minutes time out. You can't use your phone. So he's like negotiating. It was basically an argument in my car, negotiating time out. Did
you throw him in the trunk after that?
You had to see it to believe it. It was just the funniest thing, seeing an argument over timeout. And then my wife is basically, obviously, she wants to still use her phone, so that she's bargaining back with a 5.5-year-old.
I won't be satisfied until your son says to you, listen
when I'm talking to you.
In his future.
Yes.
That's coming.
As an aside,
he's definitely smart, one. He's definitely smart. Yes.
It was hysterical. It really
Before
was.
you get into your monologue, I have to say, this is going to show my age, but the show Jerry Maguire and that little kid with the fucking big glasses, and Jerry Maguire says the F-bomb, and the kid's like, oh, he said fuck.
Yes. Yes.
I love that. Yes, he did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hysterical.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do your monologue.
All right. Is it good to be alive in the den on a
Always.
Saturday night?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Juliana, Jackson, my beautiful wife. Love you guys. Tonight, we lower the lights, not because the stories are easier to hear in the dark, but because the truth usually hides there. This is the hour where questions breathe, where timelines bend, where the official story begins to crack. Welcome to Devil's Advocates. Tonight, we begin on a lonely road in Oklahoma. Before the sun rose, someone found Noah Pressgrove, 19 years old, his body broken, his clothes gone, lying in the middle of the asphalt miles from the party he left. Friends say they don't remember. Witnesses say they didn't see. Timelines drift, stories change, and the night refuses to explain itself. Then we move north to Moscow, Idaho, a house on King Road, 4 students supposedly asleep, 4 lives that never made it to the morning. Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, a suspect who pled guilty, but the case still sits in silence. Phone pings, digital trails, and missing minutes in the dark. Then a courthouse in Lecter County, Kentucky. Judge Kevin Mullins, Sheriff Mickey Stines. Inside a place built for justice, the law itself became the crime scene. Then we turn toward power and influence. Luigi Mangione, Brian Thompson. In the world of money and ambition, truth doesn't disappear, it gets negotiated. Along the shoreline of Long Island, women vanished, bodies discovered along a lonely stretch of sand known as Gilgo Beach, and eventually a name, Rex Horman, architect, neighbor, father, and now the alleged Long Island serial killer. And finally, a trail in Delphi, Indiana, 2 friends walking a bridge. Liberty German, Abigail Williams. A voice captured on a cell phone. Guys down the hill. Some stories never close. Some questions never stop echoing. Because this is Devil's Advocates, where the official version of events is only the beginning, where every timeline is challenged, every narrative is examined, every shadow followed, until the truth steps into the light. So take a breath, lower the volume of the world around you, and listen carefully, because tonight we go where the stories get darker. Welcome to Devil's Advocates. And with that, live from New York, it's Saturday night.
All righty. Thank you so much for that. And I got a lot on my mind, but I have nothing really official to kick us off. I put a thumbnail together where we're trying to get to a point where Amanda says, "Hey, what are you going to talk about tonight?" And I'm like, "Fuck, I don't know. We're going to talk about whatever the hell comes up every single night." But I'm trying to get like some topics. One of the topics I did want to talk to you guys tonight is about Mac Miller, the rapper that Maddie Mogan had gone to see in 2018 and then died of a fentanyl overdose. And the reason I want to talk about that is because I wanted to talk about your guys' thoughts about that whole allegation that Maddie had flushed somewhere between $250,000 to $300,000 worth of drugs down the toilet, and the rumor that was the comment behind they're going to get you for that comment, that it was about the drugs that were flushed and stuff like that. And the reason I want to ask your opinion, and by the way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch it to the audience, to the panel, and then I'm going to go grab something in the room real quick. So I'm going to take myself off camera. But the reason why I wanted to bring up for a conversation topic was, is it possible? And again, this is not new information. It's been out there for a long time. But I saw a picture, and I had it in somewhere. I had it somewhere. It was with Maddie got to meet Mac Miller backstage. She had won some. I think Ben Mogan had won some tickets on a radio show and got tickets for her, and that was her favorite artist. So the question becomes, as a panelist, because he was her favorite artist allegedly, and she got to meet him in person. And then shortly after, not long before the Idaho 4 murders, he died of a fentanyl in particular at fentanyl and cocaine overdose. So it was a fentanyl mixed with cocaine. And again, for those who are familiar with the Idaho 4 case, fentanyl and cocaine are drugs that Xana supposedly was interested in. And so there's rumors out there that Xana was involved in some kind of drug trade kind of thing, and that so one of the girls were involved in the drug trade, and that there was a CI, a confidential informant in the house that was ratting on the drug trade. And then there's rumors that Maddie Mogen flushed a fuck ton of drugs, $300,000 worth or $250,000 worth. And that was the essence of they're going to get you for that. And then maybe they were killed for killing the drugs. I just want to pitch that to the audience, the panel, and let you guys talk about what do you guys think? Is it possible that someone like Maddie, who idolized, perhaps, I don't know how well, I mean, he was her favorite artist, according to her father, Ben Mogen, whatever, but would that have impacted her as her feeling towards drugs if her idol overdosed on fentanyl and whatever, and if fentanyl was running through the house, would she have done something that flushed the drugs? Just wanted to throw that as a conversation topic to start us off tonight. What do you guys think?
I could see where you're going with that. Just I'll jump in quick, I guess. But for that amount of drug, like, I mean, even if Maddie, you know, she wasn't a drug dealer or she wasn't into it herself, I mean, is people they're not most of the, you know, even if she's not in the trade, they know not to mess with. They know not to mess with that kind of stuff. It's hard for me to believe that she would dump that amount of drugs down the toilet. I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, is it possible? Yeah, I don't believe it.
Even all of Maddie's friends said of all of them, she was the least to ever touch any, like, she never touched drugs. She was not part of that lifestyle.
Yep.
Nobody's how would she get a hold of that?
Right.
I mean, it takes a long time to
right.
relationship with dealers and things like that. Yeah. And then to get that amount is just ridiculous.
But I'm saying, but like adding on to what you're saying there, Logan, even like, right, like if she doesn't want to be involved in that at all, she would know, like, oh, you know, even if she was pissed and wanted it out of the house, she would know. Anyone would know better not to mess with it. I mean, just all the stuff on TV and the movies and all the stuff that people hear. She would know. Like, what does she think? Oh yeah, no one's gonna have to answer for this. You either have to answer. You either have to answer for money or for drugs. I could tell you, I've had someone we arrested with a very, very small amount of cocaine. He had already done a deal. And in his car, the guy was like drunk and high. We confiscated about $50,000 from him. Now, when you get money confiscated from you, you don't get it back unless you're able to prove where the money came from. They will not release it to you. So obviously he couldn't do that. So the money was gone. This guy wound up getting killed. He was shot in a month or two later. Was found shot in the head in a car by himself near Shea Stadium, you know, where the Mets play. So you're talking about like 300,000 or something like that. That amount of drugs. You either have to answer for the money or you have to answer for the drugs. I don't see it. I don't see it.
No, I don't. Yeah. I don't either. I agree with both of them.
Yeah.
And not to mention, and I do feel, yeah, she didn't like drugs. I mean, if you think back about her dad had an issue, her stepmother had an issue. So of course she doesn't like these things, obviously. So I know. And like one's saying, like, in my opinion, plus I believe that was made up by another creator that I know for a fact, I'm going to say, but you're like one is saying, like, it's commonsensical stuff. You don't do that because somebody's going to come after you. That's just my opinion. Right. If you had the access to it. Go ahead, Lee.
I just want to make sure that you guys, maybe I'm misunderstanding you guys, but in no part was I suggesting that Maddie was into drugs. In fact, the opposite, right? If she wasn't into drugs and she didn't tolerate that shit, but the house was a drug house and drugs were running through the house.
Sure. I got it.
What you were saying.
Turning, right? So okay, because it sounded like you guys were like, well, she wouldn't have been involved with drugs. I didn't say she was involved with drugs.
No, we're not saying that she's involved.
No,
we're not saying that she's involved. but even not wanting anything to do with it, I still, you know, she's at college. People know, you know, the people involved with drugs and whatever. She might not know the little intricacies. Maybe she's not friends with people in that area. I just don't see someone just dumping $300,000 worth of drugs, even if she had a friend that died, or you know, she or her father had issues with it. I could see her making an issue and, you know, wanting it out of the house, but she would know somebody's
going to come after her if she did.
Someone's going to have to answer for it.
But
she would know that.
Let me play devil's advocates. Let me play devil's advocates for a minute, because a lot of people say, "Oh, look, the reason why they didn't call 911 for 8 hours is because they're young and they don't know. They're inexperienced. They're young, whatever. So why would we excuse they're just young and say that, oh, well, she should be smart enough to know that flushing that amount of drugs is going to get her killed," kind of thing. Like if you're going to say that they're just young and they don't know the ways of the world, maybe she wouldn't have known that would get her killed, flushing that amount of drugs. But I mean, I do agree, like on certain level, all of us know if you fuck with that amount of drugs, you're probably a dead person. We know that. But would a young person necessarily really, like if you were I'm just playing devil's advocates. If you were a young, idealistic person, would you be like, you know what? This is just wrong. I just take a stance and not realize the consequences of how much that's going to fucking cause somebody to.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
I think have the wrong idea of drugs. I mean, people who like Xana, who's buying 4 Adderall pills and occasionally doing a line of coke here and there, is not involved, number one, with fentanyl. Number two, they're not buying weight of anything. That's not how that works.
Yeah,
because
right.
Drugs occasionally here and there and help you stay awake so you can drink more are not out here buying bricks of cocaine and fentanyl. That's not how that works.
Right.
Exactly.
And let's I'm not a super druggie, but let me clarify. Let me ask you. I'm going to ask you guys as a question, because maybe you guys know more about drugs than I do. It seems like Adderall and fentanyl are on opposite sides of the spectrum, right? Isn't Adderall more of an upper and fentanyl is more of a downer?
Yes.
Right. And so
Right.
and it seems like, and maybe I'm wrong about this, I'm going to show my ignorance, but maybe the reason why some people mix fentanyl with cocaine is to kind of balance it out, kind of thing. Like it's the kind of like you bring, I don't know, like what is the I don't know. So I get what you're saying. Like if Xana's thing was Adderall, then probably fentanyl wasn't her thing, like, or vice versa. But what I'm saying is there's been a lot of talk about, look, where I'm going with this is this. We know there was an agreement with Idaho University to work with Moscow Police Department to embed officers looking for things like drugs running through the Greek system. So do you guys agree as a panel that drugs probably run through the Greek system? That people run large amounts of drugs through the Greek system? And if you do, then can you believe that may have been a house that ran drugs through the house or not? No, Logan says no,
with
not
those
through the
people
house.
living in it. No, I think prior to them living in it, yes, but with them, no. I don't believe that for a second.
And why do you think that? Expand on that a little bit. Why do you think it wouldn't have happened? Why there was those people there?
Because the only people that were said to be involved with any kind of drugs was Xana and Ethan. And if you're swallowing an Adderall pill, you're not into fentanyl and super high, whatever you
opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah.
I don't even think, even if they were doing cocaine, I don't think that they were into heavyweight. I think that they would buy $20 or $40 here and there, maybe on a weekend or something like that. But as far as being involved in weight, that's just not how it works. You have to think of how you would get that much weight in your possession. You would have to build relationships with high-end dealers that are pushing millions of dollars of weight in drugs, you know,
and they don't easily trust.
No,
people. They don't.
They don't. It would take
so
a
what
very
about,
long time.
Let me ask you this, Logan, because it sounds like you have some opinions about this. What about the rumors, right, that Dylan's boyfriend may have been connected with, you know, some white supremacist groups or whatever, and they might have been running drugs? Like, is there any, again, are you discounting, let me ask you this, are you discounting the possibility that house was a drug house? Because you're saying it sounds like what you're saying is, and again, I'm not disagreeing with you, Logan. Let me get that clear. But it sounds like what you're saying is you don't think that was a drug house. There may have been some people who liked recreational drugs at that house, like a Xana, right? But it wasn't a drug house. And so that's what your opinion is on that, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I've said for a long time that I thought, I would always clarify, I don't necessarily think someone in the house was dealing, but in my experience, having lived in a lot of big party houses, there was always a drug dealer connected to the house every single time. And I could tell you specific examples because of different places. I've lived in, 6 different states. And on several occasions, I lived in the big party house. And I was not a drug dude. I liked to drink. I didn't even smoke weed. But there was always a drug dealer either in the house or connected to the house. Because think about it. If you're a drug dealer, you got a big ass party house. That's where your potential clients are, right? Your customers are going to be at a big party house. So whether or not like the people in that house were heavily into drugs, which I don't think they were. I mean, if you're functioning in college and you're doing okay and you're, making your way through college, chances are you're not a heavy drug user. Even on the base level of being a student, you have to have your shit together. But I do think that somebody connected to that house, and we all know the names that have been associated with the house, was moving drugs, and maybe speculating using that house as a place to get business.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
If I can throw out there real quick, I'm going to go back and I agree with, I think what Logan was saying is that the people that were actually supposed to be living there, no. Now, the Dave interview, okay, he was directly asked by 3 different people, were there drugs in that house? Absolutely was his answer all the time. People would come and go. They would buy and sell. But that was, I'll say it this way. I'll clarify it and say that it was a party house, not a drug house per se. The drugs were bought and sold throughout the house to people that would come to party at the house. So per se. So Maddie and Kaylee and Xana and Ethan, no, I don't believe they were into that field, or that field like it's a job, but into that stuff. But I do believe that there were drugs very heavily bought and sold and used on the site of the property.
Yeah. So let me,
but not by the
let
owners.
me say this. My impression is, and you guys tell me if I've completely just fucking, you know how you start to paint a mental picture of who you think the people are. My impression is that Xana was a little bit of a wildcat.
Yeah.
She was into the Adderall and the cocaine, and so was Ethan. The 2 of them were kind of into that side. I don't feel like Kaylee and Maddie were. I think that, I think if you look at the interviews and the police reports, that was consistent. Everyone said Xana used cocaine, Xana used drugs, but Kaylee didn't, and Maddie didn't. Well, so you have a situation where you've got a couple people in the house who really go
100%.
Okay, go.
Kayla
I don't mean to cut you off. Yeah,
Kayla Wynn did say that Kaylee was known to use cocaine from time to time, but she did,
right.
Sorry,
Kaylee. Like,
yes,
Kaylee.
Funny
because I don't remember seeing that in the police reports, but
Kayla Wynn's interview.
I think one person, if I remember right, said that. Yeah,
it was Kayla Wynn. Yeah, but
I think one person said that they thought that Kaylee did some drugs, but everybody, like I guess what I'm saying is this: I do remember somebody saying Kaylee may have been into drugs, but I think like the more consistent thing throughout the police reports was that she wasn't into drugs. So I shouldn't say there's no indication that she did drugs, but I think the more consistent thing was she wasn't into drugs.
Sure.
And it's all depending on
Moscow native told me that
who's interviewed.
Hold on, I was reading this comment. A Moscow native told me that their child graduated the year before. When the murders happened, their child told them that they knew all of the victims and knew for a fact drugs were dealt in that house. So and again, like I guess again, this is just a conversation to have, right? Which is, and some people have said, look, when JJ and I went there to that neighborhood, and when Rhonda and I, my wife, went there to that neighborhood, there were shoes hanging all over the power lines. Now, I have indicated that happens for all kinds of reasons. Graduation parties, people throw shoes up at the power lines, but a lot of people believe that shoes hanging from power lines is a sign that a drug house is in the area.
Yes.
So Is that what was, was it just because it's a college, it's off college campus, and it's, at some year when at graduation everybody threw their shoes up there, or was it supposed to be a designator that neighborhood was a drug neighborhood?
There was 2 houses in the neighborhood that Dave had stated in his interview, that there were 2 houses in the neighborhood that people could go to if they were going to be looking for drugs, if they're partying, so on and so forth. Now, again, that doesn't mean that what I'm proclaiming is not that it was Ethan, Xana, Kaylee, Dylan, Bethany, or any of them that were selling it out of the house. It just means that you could go to that house and you could leave with something if you needed to, whether it meant that somebody would show up there and give it to you, whether it meant that there was somebody that they knew that they could tell you. I'm just saying that was known. I think it was in the Patterson book too, that with the interviews that were done, that they had talked about that as well. So again, it doesn't mean
I'm going to get JJ's perspective on this, because he mentions this all the time. Hey, I went to college. I know what these things are like. So let me ask you this, JJ. Is it, how do I explain it? So the difference between a drug house and a place where that you can make connections and get drugs at. So would it be likely that a house that was known for partying could be a place you could go and make a connection with a drug dealer? But that doesn't mean that a house is a drug house. It's just a place you would go where you can make those connections if you're looking for it.
Yeah. I've never said that was necessarily a house that was dealing drugs. I said it's possible that someone in the house was, because it is possible. But I've always said that I know this from experience. And I had a lot of friends in fraternities, and I went to a lot of fraternity parties, and every single one of them, there was somebody in the house that got drugs, right? Without even the academic fraternities, the ones that you had to have a high academic standard to be in there. So in my opinion, I don't know that someone in the house was dealing, though. If someone in the house was, let's just say, in a relationship with somebody that dealt in drugs, well,
there you go.
That would be the perfect place, because that was, by every account, a huge party house and a known party house. And we've seen the body cam footage. That was a big party house. Nobody disputes that. So I tend to lean towards somebody or more than one person that were associated with that house were using that house to move product through the house, because that would be logical, right? You're at a college.
So let me lay out a scenario for you. So let's say you've got one of the housemates whose boyfriend is a drug dealer and has major drug connections, and she hooks people up with drugs. And let's say you've got other people in the house who just happen to be rooming with her that don't approve of that kind of bullshit and don't like that kind of bullshit. Would you not expect there to be some animosity between those two people? I don't like your lifestyle. I don't like your boyfriend. I don't like the shit that you do. And therefore there's this tension between the two of them. And again, there's a lot of talk about Dylan didn't really like, Kaylee, and they had some kind of beef. And yet we have this weird, mysterious thing about Kaylee trying to, or Dylan trying to get Kaylee to come back that weekend or whatever. So could it have been a situation like that where Dylan had connections and she had a boyfriend who was, again, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. What I'm asking is, brainstorming. Is it possible that Dylan had a boyfriend who was into that world and had connections, and people got connected through her, and someone like Kaylee and or Maddie, who was her, best friend or whatever, didn't approve of that bullshit? And did they, and follow the logic, did they, using this whole Moscow Police Department embedded with Greek life people, did they start working with Moscow Police Department and say, yeah, look, I got one of my roommates is a fucking drug dealer, or her boyfriend's a drug dealer? And did they turn on them and that got repercussions?
I think that's very possible.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
And that might be exactly it. And too many people knew, maybe they told the wrong person, and because that won't go well. If that will not go well on the higher end. They will try to get their revenge. And
yeah. And let's not forget the ever-present Hunter. Okay. That dude, and allegedly, but he's there all the time. And when you have someone like that who is like acting like a protector, essentially, something funny is going on in that house.
Yes. Yeah.
And then for him to turn around and lie and say that he didn't really know Kaylee, come on now. I mean, you know, he's like, I didn't really know her. Well, you're there all the time around her. So, you know, why was he there all the time and didn't supposedly live there? So that's
you bring up a good point
right
about
there.
Yeah, you bring up a good point about Hunter being a protector, kind of, because I will say this, and I don't know if it relates. So I hope
Handler.
but when I was at the when I was at the the victim impact statement of Kohberger and the sentencing of Kohberger, Hunter was there, and he was, you know, putting his arms around Dylan and stuff like that and comforting people. He had that whole protector role over the whole fucking thing, kind of thing. And it's funny that you mentioned that, you know, Hunter comes across as this protector of things, because he was there doing that same kind of shit in the courtroom, you know, like the whole. And so is again, the question is he just a really good guy who's just, you know, wanting to support his friends, or is there something more? I don't know. You know, I don't know.
It's a hovering kind of thing, because he comes when what's his snoot? Oh, which cop was it? The guy that was it Rosie, the one that took a picture of Kaylee's license and everything?
Yeah.
I mean, he came right out there with her. Like it was like, you know, a helicopter parent. Well, this was helicopter Hunter. That's how I think of him. He was there all
hovering
the
over
time.
her. Yeah.
That's what I was going to bring up, Robin. Thank you for saying that, because he said he didn't really know her, but why did you come out and sit with her the entire time that they were having a conversation? And as soon as the conversation seemed to end, he got up and went back inside. But you don't know her? What are you doing, bro?
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't know her, but they were playing that drinking game, right?
Yeah, it was very
with
weird.
The cups.
I mean, we don't know who else was in the house either, but again, why did he have to come out?
What is it with people saying they don't know Kaylee, but all of a sudden they're like, Jack Showalter said he also didn't know Kaylee.
Same thing.
On the Corner Club video, you see him talking with her all night long. So what is it with these people that are like, I don't even know her? And
I told you guys that distancing thing was very strange to me before this all went down. And it almost feels like, and I only started thinking this after the whole CI thing got brought up, but I almost got this, I envisioned this conversation in my head. Of all these people, Jenna McClure was supposed to stay there that night and didn't, because she always does.
Nope.
Ashlyn Couch was going to stay there that night. Something just happened to come up. Hunter and Josie and all them would be over there that night, but they went to bed at 8 o'clock conveniently. Ava Woods would have been over there hanging out, but again, she went to bed early. And all these other people that avoided that circle that night is very odd to me, is what I was saying. So I got this.
You make
this vision of somebody saying,
there's a lot of people. Yeah.
You want to stay away from that circle tonight. There's a snitch and shit's going to happen. And that's exactly what came out of my mind that when I realized that. Go ahead, Lee. I'm sorry.
You no, you're nailing it. There was a lot of behavior that was look, even Hunter and Emily Alant made comments about, well, it was unusual for us that night. We went to bed really early. Like there was a lot of people who did unusual behavior that night. So you bring up a great point where people told, stay the fuck away from this house tonight. Something's going down. So it's a great point. It's a great,
including Maisie, Ethan's sister, she even went home and went to bed and didn't want nothing to do with this stuff. Because I think and here's why I think this. WSU mom Kim told me, Dago, I'm telling you, and she told me more than once, I'm telling you that they knew about this for like a week or so. They knew something was going to happen. They didn't know exactly what it was. She used the word shakedown, more than once. But people knew this was going to happen, and they knew who was going to do what they were going to do. And then this all happens, and it just so seemed to happen. And I came to this conclusion after reading the reports and seeing how many people avoided that situation that normally would be there. That's all I'm saying. That's why it gave me that thought. Okay. So I'm just saying.
You got something over there?
Well, I was going to say, Mama J just made a comment in there about Hunter. And I go by my gut, and before any of the body cam footage came out early on, my gut feeling when I saw Hunter was I didn't trust him. And again, I don't, can't pinpoint specifically why, but I just go based on people. I boil
Vibe.
everything down to people, the way they act, how they talk in a given situation. And then when the body cam footage started coming out, he's like, to other people's points, he's always hovering around as if he's watching what people are saying and making, I don't buy this like magnanimous guy and he's just looking out for everybody. I don't buy that.
I hate this. I hate to say it. I really do, because I feel bad talking bad about people's character when I don't know them as a person. I don't know Hunter as a person, but I will say, even at the courtroom when I saw him, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, something just fucking seems off about him. I don't know what it was, but I just got I got a heebie-jeebie feeling. And again, I don't know the guy personally, so I don't want to. Yeah.
Right. And I want to correct something real quick, guys, that is not true. I just now saw in a chat. And it's I'm not being mean. I just want to make sure, because there's a lot of misinformation. Right. PRJ Grudge, I think it says we now know Hunter was in the house at 9 a.m. That's not true. There's people putting out information that's absolutely not true, unless we can find a document that proves that. At this point, Hunter was there right before 11:58. He was not there any earlier. So and I'm not being mean. I just want to make sure people don't get confused, because it's going all over the place, you guys. Yeah. So I'm sorry to interrupt.
I don't. Yeah. Go ahead,
It's
Robin.
not their fault.
I was just going to say,
putting out false information.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not their fault.
Right.
Not your fault at all.
And I do agree with Logan that I don't believe, like Maddie or those guys, I don't believe they were dealing. I believe, did they participate in recreationally? Yes. But I do think that house was being utilized for that purpose. Now, did they know? Sure.
Yeah.
I think they probably knew.
Yeah.
But were they themselves? I agree with Logan. I don't foresee those kids themselves. Now, allegedly, Dylan's boyfriend, well, that's a whole different ball of wax.
Well,
that's a whole different thing.
And Robin, that's where I want to go with this. Is again, please understand, I'm not making allegations. We're think tanking here. We're think tanking as a group. So if Dylan's boyfriend was into drugs and moving drugs and let's just call it what it is. If Dylan's boyfriend was a drug dealer, is it possible that he came to that house and from time to time would hook people up with drugs at that house? It doesn't make that house a drug house, but it may mean that when he's there, he may deal some drugs when he's there. And everybody knows, hey, if Quinn's here, you can score some drugs. So is that a possibility? And again, that makes it not a drug house, but it's a house in which drugs frequently can be obtained.
Party house.
You have a roommate. Right. So then you have a roommate who may be working with Moscow Police Department saying, hey, I happen to know there's a guy that deals drugs out of this house from time to time. He's the boyfriend of one of the girls at our house. You know what I'm saying? Does this all start to lay out a possibility of the CI ratting on somebody and they're like, well, fuck that. She needs to go.
And don't forget about Emma Bailey too. So
Logan had her hand up. She was going to comment.
Oh, sorry, Logan.
Oh,
that's okay.
Go ahead, Logan.
So we see at the grub truck, we see the number 9 in the jerseys, right? What are they doing out there? They're not buying food. They're not eating food, but we do see them selling drugs. They're out there selling drugs. Now, who walked up to them and was very friendly with them and gave them hugs? Maddie did. Do I think that the number 9, what he does and his little crew there is they stand outside in places after the bars to sell their drugs? Do I think that they're friendly and friends enough with Maddie and Kaylee to go to their house parties and be in there selling drugs? Absolutely. They're not out there eating food. They're out there selling drugs. That's what they're doing there. And they're friendly enough to be with Maddie and Kaylee. So when they say, or when people think or say that we're drugs being sold at that house, yeah, I do think that, but I think it would be more so from like a number 9 being at their party and selling drugs at the house to party goers.
And it's good that you said that, because that's some. Are you going to say something? I'm going to be real quick, but
I was, but go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's interesting that you said that too, because the way Dave explained it in his interview, he was like, it's not like, he said this too. It's not like it was like, oh, that's the drug dealer, that's the drug dealer's house, things like that. It was like it just happened, dude. Like they were there. It was just a thing. It was just we were all friends, and everybody was friends, and they just would sell to each other back and forth. So it was very casually explained, but yeah, absolutely, 100%. Kind of the way you said it, what Lee said, what we've all been saying, guys. It was a party house for sure. That's there's no doubt. But it was also where this would happen. So
I want to ask you a question because I may not be thinking super clearly, and I want to ask you if you guys remember this. There was an allegation. So, okay, how do I break this down? Molly McMichael. Some people believe Molly McMichael didn't really deliver food. She delivered drugs. Right. And that when Molly's car comes into the neighborhood, everybody gets excited and lights come on and people are like, oh, the drug dealer's here making rounds. Like, is that a possibility in your mind that Molly McMichael was literally in that neighborhood because she was making deliveries?
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
And considering everybody else that she was affiliated with and she was connected to, the stories we've been told and things we've been shown, and the other stuff that we've heard about and the charges that we've seen for her, why wouldn't that be plausible? You know what I mean? I mean, it's very plausible, and it happens.
And she may even be Lee. I mean, she may have even dropped off, a perp or some of the
or that could have been what the DoorDash was that night too, guys.
Right.
We don't know for a fact.
Yeah, delivery. Yeah, it could have been a delivery, right?
Literally.
It could have been a delivery that night.
Yes, literally.
And this whole narrative of we went home and went to sleep. When you're in college and it's a big party weekend, when there's a football game, when you're out of college, right? It's a big deal, right? It's a party weekend when there's football games and stuff going on. So I don't buy this. I think that was, again, like a misdirection type of thing. Like, oh, yeah, we just went home early and went to sleep, whatever. I don't buy that. When you're partying, generally, in my experience, when you're young, you keep partying. You don't decide to go to bed early when you're out partying, even if you've been drinking all day. It's
however,
in my experience, you keep going.
The only thing I think that from the interviews and the stuff that we have heard, although it's hard to put together from Dylan, I don't believe she was as drunk as she's trying to make it out to be. I mean,
by no means, bro. Not at all.
I mean, she's drinking. She's drinking all the time. I mean, she said she had 4 White Claws, and like she wasn't.
I think she said a lot.
She was
more
not
than
drunk.
4 White Claws, but yeah.
Well, she lied. She lied.
Yeah, I don't think she was anywhere near as drunk as she's trying to portray.
No, because there's no way she could have.
By the way,
at that point, told that story as clearly and remember the exact details more than once.
It's
did
funny.
This
Yeah. It's funny how she knows very, very, very specific details about everything. Yes. But as soon as you get from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m.,
Nunez,
she doesn't know.
She runs over and tells Jack Decor that story. She's got to make sure she gets it out. She tells Nunez that story. She goes back and she tells that story. How many times did she tell it? But if she was so drunk the night before into the morning hours that I can't remember. It may be my brain telling me this because I'm going to forget because I'm an idiot and I'm saying stupid shit. When she says that, okay, there's no way you're going to remember. Guys, I've been drunk more times than I wasn't drunk, okay? As somebody that age, I'm sorry. And I know everybody's different. There's no way you're going to remember specific details. Like I heard her say she's going to go to bed at this time and her and the dog went upstairs. And then I heard her scream and yell and run back downstairs. And then this happened, and then that happened, and then this happened, and then that happened. I don't believe that. Even if you weren't drunk anymore.
The level of detail that she comes to when she says she's hammered is
no way. Sorry.
No.
You're a liar.
Real quick, I'm going to step away for just a moment again, but I want to say this real quick. So at some point, it'd be nice to cover a little different case other than Idaho 4 for a little bit of tonight, just because, I usually go about 2 hours. We're at an hour. We're talking and it's fine. Like if the audience wants to stay on Idaho 4, let's stay on Idaho 4. But before we even switch gears, I want to make a comment. Twizzle Sticks, who's been in the show, I will say this about Twiz. Like I want to say this. Twiz has an abrupt personality, right? Like he can rub people the wrong way. But lately, I've been noticing that Twiz is really mellowed out a little bit. Like I don't know what the deal is, but I really, I just wanted to shout out to Twiz. I dig your vibe. I love that you've been more respectful in the show. And when you came on last time to our show and shared some of the cell tower stuff, it was an amazing show. So I encourage you, if you want to share anything, to come to the mic, because again, like I said, sometimes I've been nervous with you because you're kind of like, you're a little abrupt. I kind of get you, but not everybody gets you. But I just wanted to give a shout out because I've noticed that Twiz offers a lot of comments. Our mods often frequently pin Twiz's comments because he's got good comments. So anyways, just a shout out to Twiz. I really enjoy your comments and your feedback. And if you want to take the show with us and come up here, please join us. But I'll step away for just a moment. You guys keep the show going. I'll be right back.
Twiz knows we love him. I did want to bring a piece of information on, if you guys don't mind not switching gears. And before I do it, I'll say, ladies first. Robin, Logan, was there anything you wanted to bring up before I do?
On what?
Nope.
On Idaho?
On Idaho, yeah.
I was just a quick side, not a whole long tangent thing, but being that we're talking about the drug angle, I don't think you can talk about the drug angle again. I brought the name up a million times. Jonah Chapin making a presence at the food truck that night, and supposedly he's very high on the food chain. So Emma Bailey and Demetrius and these guys might be, the dealers. He's above them. So the fact that he's there that night and makes a presence is a big deal. I'm not saying that he's one of the killers, but if something happened with the drugs and all that, I would say he probably was in the know about it.
It could be.
Yeah.
Jack Cadabit, like Logan said, number 9 was there doing what he does. He was doing his thing, and there's a couple others that were doing their things. So I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm just the one thing that I did want to bring back up, because I wanted Logan knows because we talked about this earlier, but I wanted your guys' opinion on this. Lee, Robin, 1-1, and JJ. We were going through yes, Tomboy, that is true. Jonah Chapin was Jesse James Bailey's right-hand man. 100%. That's how high up he was. And Jesse James was huge for that area. So but the text messages between Brad Norton and Steve Gonsalves came forth last night again in Lana's show. So we broke something down today in my show, and then earlier on the Verdict Room we talked about this and that. Something that was interesting to me. And I want your guys' opinion on this. Steve Gonsalves in these messages makes a few statements that very, very much caught my attention. And some of it I didn't know. Some of it, and I had these messages. I don't know how I missed it, but some of it, I was reminded of, and now I think differently of it at this point. Okay. We all know that we watched Steve in the very beginning of the case, kind of, in a sense, go after Dylan and Bethany a little bit. Make statements some people were cleared too fast, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But then at some point, he changed gears and shifted and completely went the opposite direction and started to, in a sense, protect them, defend them, stand up for them, all these things, okay? And everybody kind of went, what the hell's going on here? Why are you looking at, and even more so, since all of her lies have come out, he still continues to defend her. He's not one time like gone at her in a negative way. So going through these messages earlier, it just was very interesting to me. And again, I just want opinions, guys. So it if you think it's not true, whatever it is, it's fine. But he makes a statement where he says that they're talking about Dylan being a liar and this and that. And Steve says, the person he's talking to, which was Brad Norton, says, Dylan's lying. And he says, yes, he very much so is, but she's being protected by her stepmother's law firm. Okay. So there's that. And then I had to stop for a minute, and it kind of points to the fact that there's where the change may have come in. And then he goes in and he makes another statement a little bit later, and he talks about the Showalter family and Dylan's family threatening them, threatening Steve Gonsalves, going as far as Jack Showalter's family walking up his fucking driveway and knocking on the door and basically telling them, you need to look the other direction or we're going to have a problem. Legally threatening him. And he makes this statement. Now, people believe what they believe, good, bad, whatever it is. I don't know. But I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
And it made me start thinking about some other things. Again, I don't know if this is true, but because a lot of stuff he's told us isn't true. But it would make certain things make sense. And I really just wanted your guys' opinions on that and what your thoughts were on that aspect of that situation.
Yeah, well, he seemed to make a 180-degree turn, after like basically, if it's true that I don't know if there was some kind of threat or something that got to him.
And don't forget 112 and the rest of you guys that he showed Brian Etten, which Brian showed the world, the threats that they were getting while they were sitting in the courtroom on their cell phone about this, that, and everything else. There was a lot of threats getting sent to them. So I don't know if they all pertain to that or if it, all that. But I'm just saying there's that too. And I'm just curious again what you guys all think on that.
I think that could very well be, but here again, I'm probably not most intelligent there, because if it was me, I'd be like, I don't care if your kid's on the up and up and whatever, prove it. Show me, because what are they going to do to him? I mean, seriously. I mean, if he's not saying it in such a way that he could be sued for defamation, there's a right way and a wrong way to say it, and you can say certain things and mean it and still not be sued for defamation. So it's like, put up or shut up. It's real simple to me. So, but I agree that maybe they did threaten him in some way, shape, or form, and in such a way that he did pull back because he really was scared. I don't know.
Here's where I think Steve Gonsalves knew Dylan was lying, and that's why he was on the Dylan is lying bandwagon at first, is because Dylan kept saying pretty much at 4 a.m., at 4 a.m., at 4 a.m. However, she has her device in her hands that has every timestamp on there, and it's not 4 a.m.
Right.
That's a huge point.
God, you make me want to play the Pretty Much song. So
I have mine too. I could play. Yeah, absolutely, Logan. That's a good point. And then down there was another point to that too. What the hell was it?
I want to comment on one of the Twiz's comments real before we finish, before we change gears. But let's
go for it. Go for it.
Well, you had another point about Idaho 4.
Real quick, he just says in that same thread of statements, he says that he spoke to, I guess, a female neighbor, and that the survivors, as he called them, had a wild story that they told this neighbor about what actually happened that night. And the way that statement sounded was along the lines of not what we were all told. So again, why is this? I want to know what happened. Okay. Why we've asked this question, all of us, every one of the 6 of us have asked the same damn question 17 million fucking times. Okay. Why do they not see what we see? Why are they not going after what we're going after? Why are they not bitching, complaining, pissing and moaning and going after these people when they're sitting here blatantly lying to the world?
They're not trying to go and change laws for their daughter. They're trying to get money.
Yes.
That's what their goal is. And it's sickening.
Right.
Well said, Logan. That's it. That's
right.
That's
it. And you know that this girl, she's not even a woman to me. She's a girl. You know she's fucking lying. You know she's lying, and you're going to yell at the rest of the world for trying to help you, but you're not going to say a word to this liar.
And they rip on us as being, victim shaming, that we're like trying to accuse the poor girl, that like her story is full of shit. Everyone anybody with 2 cents knows her story is full of shit. And you're going to shame us for questioning her story. The story was full of fucking shit. Everyone with 2 cents of a brain can see her story is full of fucking shit.
Yep.
And so why are we?
I got no shame about it.
The story's full of fucking shit.
That's what I'm saying. You're telling the world that well, these people are fucking ignorant because they're making money off the backs of the death of my daughter, this and that and everything else. And this chick is fucking lying. She's been lying from day fucking one, and coerced another girl into lying, in my opinion, and too as well. And you're going to sit here and ream every one of us and drill every one of us and try to make us feel bad because we're trying to fucking help you to get the truth about what happened to your child. And no matter what we do, it's fucking, it's just bullshit, you guys.
I want people to look at my bank account and look at Stacey Chapin's bank account and then tell me who's making more money off it.
Yeah, and that's this. Oh, that's the sad part. So I want to make don't apologize. I think we should all be a little pissed off about this whole situation. We've taken a beating for questioning the truth. Like it doesn't make sense. And unfortunately, here's the thing. Unfortunately, now certain families stand to make a lot of money by maintaining the story that's been told, even though we know the story is full of shit. And so I don't feel like they care anymore to know what really happened. They've decided that payday is around the corner, and questioning what really happened is going to question the payday. So at one point, I thought the families would want to know what really fucking happened. I'm not sure they do anymore. I think they want the payday. And the payday comes with, it happened exactly the way they said it did.
Well, DA.
Is that why they're telling us to stop fucking reading the documents? Yeah.
Right.
Well, what is a component of the Othram Labs whole introduction into this case? Think about it. If there was a weapon found and there was a lot of DNA of somebody found on the scene, then Othram would not be able to be introduced as the rock stars that took a tiny piece of DNA and were able to nail down,
solve the case.
Right. So, which I've said, I've pushed this narrative for a long time. In order for Kohberger to be introduced to the public as this suspect, you would need evidence to support that, right? And the DNA was always the narrative that was used as what put Kohberger up front as the suspect. Look, we've got his DNA. Right. If we got a knife sheath with essentially no visible, really, blood stains on it in this brutal murder scene with just a speck of DNA on it, if that was not the case, then Othram wouldn't be the superstar.
And no, they never did look for a fucking weapon ever.
Never.
I agree. And I saw No, it's a joke. It's for everybody. Oh my God, it's a joke. Yeah, and I saw a graphic today about the whole how they got from the four brothers to Kohberger. Oh my God, it's ridiculous how far they had to go up the family tree to get to Kohberger. Right. Real quick, Donna K. I want to say this real quick as an aside. I never want to ask for money. I hate it. I loathe asking for money. But I will tell you this: we all of us on here are busting our ass to try to share the truth and get open eyes on this with that. And your donations on this help this, because a lot of us, unfortunately, are making a decision right now. Like, can I afford to fucking keep doing this? Because I'm losing my ass and I have to fucking sleep at night. So please understand, every fucking dollar you guys, sorry, I don't mean to swear, every dollar you guys donate to help out helps tremendously, because it is a lot of time. We are doing this. All of us are spending a lot of our lives researching this and it's because we give a shit. And I also don't want to beg for your money. I don't want to beg for your money, but I care about the principle, and I want to fight the fight. But at the end of the day, we also have to pay fucking the rent and lights and shit like the rest of you. So, Donna K, my appreciation goes out for you for helping this. Yeah. Too few people, unfortunately, support the mission. If you believe in what we're saying, please try to help out. I hate begging for money. But reality is this is time consuming for all of us. And so anyway, thank you so much.
This costs money too. We have to pay bills to do this, not just our own personal bills, but this stuff here. It absolutely costs.
Thank you thank you, Crud Dog.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
All of it. You guys are all very much appreciated.
I hate begging for money, but
you're not begging, dude.
We're working
you're not begging for money.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Donna K. Appreciate this so
Thank you,
much.
Donna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean,
I
some
don't,
of you guys, the amount
it-
of work you guys do on these cases is
Yeah.
insane. Like, I could never do as much as you guys do. Every time I open YouTube, Logan and Dago and DA have videos up, and one's everywhere. And Rob is behind the scenes doing everything. I'm like, honest to God, I could never do as much shit as you guys do.
Allie,
powers.
Real quick.
Lee, can I speak to something real fast?
Yeah.
Fast.
Of
Thank
course,
you, Donna, again. But Allie, girl, where are we going with these discussions? Nowhere. What are we going to do? Nothing but talk. Are you serious right now? I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but what? Every one of us has sent letters off to this place. We've contacted law enforcement. We've contacted the Department of Justice. Lee has put out multiple letters. Lana's done it. Jules has done it. All of us have done this. And yes, we do talk because we don't want it to go quiet. Okay.
Right.
And again, this is with all due respect, but
Dago, it's a great point. And here's the thing. It's hard to tell sometimes what somebody means when they type. Like a text message is hard to hear the intent behind it. So I don't know what her intent is. But I will say this. I feel like we are already making a difference because we've been beating this drum. And then when those photos came out of the crime scene, people like, Howard Bloom came out and said, man, I'm not sure this could have been done by one person. Trust me, Howard Bloom is listening to people like us and he's heard some of the theories and he just wasn't sure to buy in on it until he saw some proof. So we are making a difference. By the way, our public records requests are making a fucking difference. The reason why you're seeing new body cam footage that is changing the narrative. It is changing the narrative is because we out here are busting our ass, putting public records. We are filing FOIA requests and public records requests out of our ass. It is making a difference.
That's
so
right.
It's not just to talk. And
I'll tell you what, freaking Howard Bloom, I'll fucking go up against you any day of the damn week. Author to author, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, what do people think these streams are about? It's you're think tanking, you're talking about things, you're having conversations. That's the whole point, right?
Are we supposed to do charades about it or something? I mean, I don't know what the fuck else we're supposed to do.
But thank you very enough for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it more than you could ever know. I don't want the face to die. That's why I talk about it. Sorry.
That's okay. Some of these people don't understand behind the scenes either what some of the stuff is going on. So I could tell you, we don't know 100%. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or 2 days or 3 days from now or next week. But it does look like there are probably going to be some big bombshells happening with BK. I feel it. I could feel it in my gut that I do think the big thing that we're waiting for is this leak investigation. And everyone's like, oh, how come we don't know anything about the leak investigation? And you're not supposed to know anything about it. They're not, if you look at the info about the leak investigation, it's even the magistrate or whatever, the person investigating the leak investigation doesn't even have to confer with Hitler. Nothing until the end of the investigation, until it's all done. So we're not going to get updates on it. And I believe once that investigation, I believe once that is done,
shit, it's time for a Logan now.
Bronx agrees.
Once that investigation,
woo!
Bronx is all about
poor
it.
Boy, he needs to go. And
he's pissed.
To go right now, fucking now.
Thank you, Chevy, and I agree like that. Absolutely, Chevy.
Why is it that when Chevy Metal comes up, I'm just like, get that one-way ticket to midnight? Yeah. All right. So anyway,
once that leak investigation is finished, you're gonna see either whether it's Ann Taylor or
thank you, Jen.
BK gets a different lawyer, whatever it is, you're gonna see something filed. Like I assume that he's probably gonna file to have the plea bargain vacated. I think that's what starts the process after. But but the leak investigation has to be finished. And once that's finished, this whole lawsuit with WSU and all that is going to be on hold.
I think that could be, you could be right, one. That could be exactly what they're waiting on to be able to file the appeal, so on and so forth, so that they do have whatever the information would be, could be new evidence to go towards the situation per se, to file the appeal, to vacate, to roll the case over. So yeah, that's a good point. Very good point.
That's one of the big reasons that they're going to use, because their pictures, it's a huge thing, because their pictures from BK's phone were used on the Dateline special that was out there. How the fuck did they get pictures from BK's phone? The case is going to trial. That is a leak. So
there's many more things that were leaked as well.
Just that alone is enough to say that, you know, there's bias. The jury pool is tainted. This is bullshit. Well,
okay. So here's the thing.
You're muted, Lee.
Muted.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Now you know what I was going through.
Cannot hear you.
That happened to me earlier too. It's weird.
What the hell happened to my mic?
Now I can hear you.
Now you sound like you're far away.
Now you're okay.
Now
you sound like you're in a garbage bin or something.
Yes, it changed.
Damn it. Hold on.
Thank you, Jen 7, for that. Here you go, you crazy devils.
No.
Yep. Thank you.
And Thomas Stark, thank you for that. If this is drug related, why such rage? I mean, that's a good question, sir. That is a good question.
Yeah, this is not going to happen.
How much?
$1,000.
How's the mic sound right now?
You sound good now.
You sound good.
Okay now.
You sound normal again.
They're not going to be able to.
For some reason,
not going to be able to avoid this. So
for some reason, StreamYard changed my. So first of all, let me say this real quick. I've been wanting to comment on something Twiz said a long fucking time ago, and it's a Idaho 4 thing. But I want to move on to a couple of the topics because I want to make a comment at least about Mickey Stines' case, and I want to talk about Noah Pressgrove, and we don't have a lot of time left. So real quick on the Twiz thing, I want to say this. I still have a warm spot in my heart for Estes Crime Maze, who used to be on this show a lot more often, and I was with that. I do have a warm spot for him. Twiz asked, what does Estes Crime Maze think about the fact that now that the crime scene photos have come out and we've seen actual bodies? And I just want to clarify real quick. What he's saying is Estes has stood by this whole thing as a fabricated thing. It never happened. Nobody died in the house. And I think Twiz's question was, now that there's images that look like it shows bodies actually were there, that the people actually died at the crime scene, is he still sticking by the nobody died at the house, it was all fabricated thing? And I will say, and I want to say this, I'm not shitting on Estes Crime Maze. I still like the guy in a lot of ways, but yeah, he's still sticking by his comment to me when the body photos came out was, of course they're going to stage bodies in the house. So his position is, yes, it's still a witness extraction program, but they faked video footage of dead bodies that aren't really there to make you believe in the story. So yes, I just wanted to comment on that. Yes, he still believes that the witness extraction, even with the presence of bodies, because of course they would stage bodies in a witness extraction event to make you believe it happened.
But that's true,
just
though.
To let you know that was
is
the case.
True, though.
Yeah, right. To be fair, that's probably true. Yes.
Separate everything. If in fact that was a thing, of course they would have to do that, right? Because they would have to present things that would do that. So again, Estes Crime Maze, to his point, I mean, they would have to do that.
Yeah, and so right. So I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to make him look like an idiot. I'm just trying to say that for those who say, hey, did that change his opinion? No, it didn't change his opinion, because his point was, if it was a witness extraction, they would go to the extent of making it look like people died that didn't. So just to clarify that real quick.
Yeah.
I think,
but sometimes things come out and you have to be willing to, pivot and change your.
You got to be able to see it from both directions.
Just doubling down and tripling down. I'm not shitting on Estes, but just, he can believe what he wants, but
I agree. One. That's,
you got to pivot.
I just think like you have to also be able to say this is also a possibility and that is also a possibility. You have to be able to do that.
That's
real quick. I wanted to change.
Go
I
ahead.
want to change
Sorry.
gears real quick. So if so, we might talk a little bit about. Well, we will talk a little bit about Mickey Stines, but we might talk about Noah Presgrove. But if Mickey Stines takes up the time, then so be it. What I want to talk to you about is this. I'm still in touch with Sabrina Atkins, who just settled in the Benfields versus Sabrina Atkins case, and I'm still talking to her a little bit. I'm talking to some of the other girls in the area. And one of the comments that came up, and I'm not going to tell you who said it, but one of the comments that came up, and I wanted to get your opinion about this as a group, was, look, before Judge Kevin Mullins was shot and killed in the judge's chamber by a sheriff, Mickey Stines, there were people getting killed in this case. Jennifer Hill, who was going to testify, got killed. They gave her a hot shot, and that's almost certain that they did that. Other people have been mysteriously killed, including an individual by the name of Trina. I forgot her last name. Fed to dogs, and there was a witness that saw the whole thing, and he's been killed by a Letcher County police officer. Fucking crazy shit, right? And so a question was asked to me privately, and I won't give the name. They said, "Look, why is it that nobody gives a shit about all the fucking people that are dying in this county, but you only give a shit about a judge being killed?" And I want to make this comment. What I said to her in my response to this was this: people get murdered all the time in this country, and nobody fucking realizes how many people get murdered and every single day. But because it is sensational, when a sheriff shoots a judge in the judge's chambers, we can then use that high profile case to go, why the fuck did you ignore all the other murders happening in this county that it led to this? So I just wanted to get your thought about that. Like, are we as a true crime community douchebags for only focusing on the high profile sensational cases like a sheriff shoots a judge in the judge's chambers? Should we be paying attention to all those other little murders happening every single day? And I don't mean to say little to disparage people who've lost people in a murder, but the point being is that what are you guys' thought? Like, should we? Well,
yeah,
in
of
my
course
opinion,
we should.
we're using high profile cases to bridge out to those other cases. Like now that you've got your attention, how about the fuck all these other things that happened? But what do you think? Go ahead,
We definitely should be looking at those when we know about them.
Right.
That's number one. And yeah, we should use this. I think I agree with what you just said, to bridge out to the other smaller cases, because that's the only way we're going to find out about them. But if we know about them, I'm absolutely, me, everybody that's in here that follows me knows, of course I'm going to jump all over those, because that's just as much, if not worse of a problem than what happened with Mullen.
Yeah.
And real quick, thank you, Maria Wooten, 1979. Diego Straight from the Horse's Mouth said there's a rumor surfacing on a Reddit that Maddie flushed 30. We talked about, I answered him earlier, Maria. Thank you. We did talk about that at the beginning. And I don't believe that it's true. Just to answer the question, that's my opinion personally. But thank you so much for this super chat, and God bless.
I mean, look at the Nancy Guthrie case. I mean, it's horrible, what happened. But how many people go missing? How many kids go missing every day? And we don't hear a word about it. We hear nothing about it.
There's a lot of those people.
But that's
Lee just said that they're dying on weird circumstances. Yep. Somebody's taking her groceries in and drops dead from a drug overdose, quote unquote. You have that woman that was attacked by dogs, quote unquote, so on and so forth. But I think we need to bring those out more to the front of the table, in some way. And
I want to make sure I make this clear. I want to make this clear. I want to make this. I don't know how to make this more clear. I am disgusted that Jennifer Hill was murdered because she probably had information that was afraid to come out. I'm disgusted at the number of people who have been murdered to keep them quiet. I have been disgusted at any of the taking a child and helping them get addicted to drugs so that you can put them in a system and you can keep them trapped in the system and then basically pimp them out and share them with you. I'm disgusted at that whole fucking scenario. Don't get any of that twisted. But the problem is that the sad reality is America as a whole, or the world as a whole, doesn't seem to, there's too many of those things happening for everyone to get into every little case, which is why we focus on high profile cases and work backwards. Now that we have a judge shot, we can say, okay, look, how about all the fucking shit that led to that judge getting shot? So we can go backwards from that case. So just let you know, it's not that I personally am upset at all those murders happening. It bothers me fundamentally. But I can't get everyone else in America or the world on board with that shit until it's high enough profile. But then we can work backwards from that. That's what we're trying to do.
Bring us the stories. Give us the stories. Bring us the information. I promise you, at least I can speak for myself. Bring me the information. I'll talk about it. I will put it out there. I'll do a whole show on it. But I'd have to have the information to be able to do it. And a lot of this stuff is not publicized until it's publicized. And unfortunately, that's the hard part with this.
And also keep this in mind, folks, at least here on, all our 3 channels and many other channels, if you have credible information, we will be more than happy.
Yes.
But we also have to watch ourselves and only go with credible kind of information. But if you've got info, if you've got a case you want us to look into, like Dago was saying, we will be more than happy to do so. I mean, Lee's gone and done boots on the ground shit on these cases, so I mean, yeah, we're more than
Robin here. And Robin, here's the thing. Like I it's so difficult. I've told the girls, and I refer to this collection of individuals that come forward in Letcher County as the girls, because a lot of them are females. I've told the girls that are reaching out to me, it's not that your individual stories are important, but when you're telling me your story about how your child was taken away from you and put into child protective, or into the whatever you want to call it, when they foster care, when your kid was taken from you, put into foster care and whatever, and then abused. I sympathize with that, but you have to understand how we need to find a way to relate this to the big case at hand that America and the whole world is watching, which is Mickey Stines shot a judge in the judge's chambers. And so I try to tell them, look, it's not that what you're telling me isn't disgusting. It is. But in order to hold people's attention, you have to get it to relate. How does that relate to Judge Kevin Mullins? How does that relate to Mickey Stines? And then we can work backwards from that. So I don't know if I'm making any sense, but you women who are coming forward to me in Letcher County who want help, I want to help you. But I guarantee you, if I just start talking about random cases of people's kids being taken away, people will stop listening to me. They don't give a fuck. And it's not because people don't care about it. You need to have something that grabs your attention and says, oh, I got to pay attention. And Mickey Stines, Kevin Mullins is that case right now. So I am all on board about working backwards and showing how fucked up that entire county is. But we have to kind of tie it into the bigger case, unfortunately. So I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I hear you all, and your plight is, it is no less important that your cousin, your uncle, your sister was murdered. It's no less important than Kevin Mullins. But you have to understand, America, unfortunately, has a fucking short attention span. And so we need to grab attention of that higher profile case and work backwards from it. And I'm doing the best I can. I really am.
There's a lot of fuckery going on that's top down, right?
Yeah.
The fuckery tends to be top down, right? Because if you're in whatever level you're at, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's in the government at whatever point, whatever, the fuckery tends to trickle down. Because if you know that the people above you are corrupt, then the people below are more apt to be corrupt, in my opinion.
Yes, absolutely. And again, we're trying to fight the good fight. I view myself as a good guy. I try to fight for the little people and whatever, but I have to use like again, we have to get people's attention. By the way, I did real quick on that super sticker that came up. Thank you again, Lisa Ann 66 for the super sticker. Thank you so much again. It really does mean a lot to all of us that to get some support. It even more than the money, but the money is important because we have bills to pay. But even more than that, it's the acknowledgement that you care enough to have donated the money, because that means that you believe in the mission. So it does help a lot. So thank you all for that. And again, more money is coming in. I appreciate it. Seahawks fan. Thank you. All the talking helps. Yeah. So it matters to all of us. So thank you so much for that.
TA, I think we need a poll.
Oh yeah. A big poll or a little poll?
A big poll. We haven't done
I guess I'm out of here.
Minute.
Have a good day, guys. I'm gone then.
I've only had in my life. Look, I have to admit this. In my life, I've only had one friend that used to make self-deprecating comments all the time about having little pole, and you're like that guy. It's hilarious because, like,
I mean,
no guys
it is what it is.
I mean, most guys are like, oh yeah, I'm the shit.
Oh.
Hardly anybody does the opposite direction.
It is what it is.
Thank you so much, Tandy.
What do you want to do? What do you got for the poll? What do you want to do? JJ, you suggested you wanted a poll, right?
I don't know. I mean,
we
haven't done a poll in a minute. Right?
Yes, Amanda.
You guys are good at
you don't even have a poll in mind. You just want.
But it could be anything. Anybody could,
Let's go deep. Make it deep.
Specific.
Thank you, Mikey.
Let's DA. How about a poll about, generally speaking, about fuckery, about something to do with fuckery.
So
I'm trying to formulate the question.
I know that's a broad, that's a big topic.
It is a broad thing.
We can hone it in on something, I'm sure.
I'm working on it. My brain.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
How about we ask the DA? How about you ask the chat what kind of fuckery poll you do?
What kind of?
How would you?
Okay, let me.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Would anybody like to see a poll? If anybody would like to see a poll, let us know in the chat what kind of poll you'd like to see.
Pull it up.
It is wearing off on me.
No polls for
grasshopper.
Yes, we are grown adults.
This is not a kid. This is not a. No, we're not grown adults. I have a brain of a 15-year-old. So,
I don't know how we could present a poll that way.
Oh, what's that music?
Mrs. DA.
A poll about
really
fuckery. Any poll. A really big poll.
Any poll, dude.
Of course. Why does my wife always come in with the big poll comment? I don't know.
Because she's married to you, big guy.
But I'd like a big poll for once. All right. So I see as I'm joining Dago in the all right. So let's see, what else do we got? Let's see. I could say something about Dago, but it doesn't come off as looking too good.
I tried to tell you guys. Nobody listened. Get it going.
I don't know how you could.
You're muted again.
I don't know how you could put this together, Lee.
Why the hell?
StreamYard hates him
Instead
of me.
You sound like you're in a fish tank.
I mean, what kind of a poll could you put together that relates to fuckery? Honest to God, I don't understand how we could do that.
Why is how's my sound sounding?
What are you drinking, JJ?
Oh, now I can't hear any of you. What the fuck?
I'm clear out. I'm not drinking anything right now.
I mean, other than the thank you, Turkey Creek. Very much appreciated, dear. What was I trying to say? Other than the fact of knowing that there's fuckery. So
Well, let me just suggest that maybe we ask if people believe that is fuckery just a result of incompetence in
Or is it done
unwitting
on purpose?
fuckery, or is fuckery deliberate? Is it tactical? Is it strategic? And we come up with, you know, whatever percentages. That's a more broad one, though. That's probably a little too broad.
Yeah.
How about which?
Come on, denizens, meatballs, mods, believers. Tell us what's a good poll to throw up.
How about which case has the most fuckery?
Yeah, which case has the most fuckery? Yeah,
that's a good one.
There you go.
Yeah, but which cases would you
So
obviously Idaho, but
put Idaho, put Delphi, put
Nancy Guthrie,
Presgrove,
Guthrie.
put
Presgrove. Yeah, good one.
Yeah, let's do like 4. Let's do, because any more than that would probably split the percentages too small.
That's a good way to do it. That would make sense. As soon as he comes back.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, because he was having too many problems.
He's trying to formulate a big poll.
The
Mr.
poll is so
DA.
big he had to go get
So
it.
he had
That's why he had to leave. He had to go get it and get help to get it. So yeah.
Luckily, I don't have that problem, so you know.
Yeah, that's messed up.
It's okay. 51 years I've dealt with it. No problem.
I think I'm the oldest one here on the panel. DA always talks about how old he is, but I think I'm older than all you guys.
I'm 51.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm older than all you guys.
I think we know Logan's the youngest, obviously.
Yep.
You're definitely younger than how old are you?
Maybe not. Maybe not. 1-1, how old are you? Is he sleeping?
25.
You are
45.
not.
He's sleeping.
Yeah, I'm 54. There he is. Now he's back.
Hi, Steve. I mean, yeah.
Steve.
Brandy
hear us?
Michelle, I could tell you a few things about what I think the fuckery in this case is distracting us all from.
He left again.
He can't hear it. He couldn't hear us, I don't think.
Yeah.
We've spent entirely too long on this poll.
Yeah, really.
Let's get it going.
It's because
We
it's
could
so
say,
big.
In the Idaho 4 case, who has done the most fuckery? Pick like Payne, Blaker, Fry.
Dylan.
Or like they said, I mean, we could do which case that we've covered has the most fuckery, and you could pick the case too. Yeah, either
Oh,
way.
yeah, we could do cases. Yeah. Sorry, I was messing with Bronx. I wasn't.
No. Either way, it would be good.
What cases, though?
Okay. Can you hear
Idaho,
us?
Idaho, Delphi, Guthrie, Presgrove, all of those. Sarah Boone.
Oh, God.
That one was fun. Did you cover that, Bronx?
No.
Oh, Jesus, you're lucky.
He's gone again. Well, maybe
Or
we're
we
not
could-
going to be able to pull off a poll.
No poll tonight.
Wow.
No poll tonight.
No.
Yeah.
poll.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to have to totally reboot or what's going on here.
He did already.
I had the same problem earlier
Oh,
today.
you're
And I had to go
okay.
reboot everything, unfortunately.
Oh, man. That
I hope he
totally
doesn't
sucks.
have to. It's StreamYard. StreamYard's been acting so stupid earlier.
I know.
I think
Well-
that's why my shit kept. Remember, like the other day, my stuff was all freaking out, and it happened again today. Like I think it's the StreamYard.
I think what they do is when they do their updates, it screws things up, and they don't. We have to deal with the aftermath. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. So.
Because I had problems today also. Like all of a sudden, my audio cut out, and then you guys couldn't hear me. And I was like, I have the updated version of my browser. So I was like, what the hell is going on, man? It's my stuff keeps on glitching.
Holy shit. Mud fossils. Did that come through me?
I don't know who that is.
Aw, that's
Yes,
so
and thank you
sweet.
so much, Mud Fossils. That's amazing. God bless. So very much appreciated.
Wow, awesome.
That's
Yes.
incredible.
That's great.
Wow.
Very much appreciated.
Nice.
So generous and so much appreciated. God
Yeah,
bless.
great. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Aw.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, he's rebooting again.
I love your
Okay,
name too.
all right.
Hello, are you here?
Hello.
I don't know.
Welcome back, Steve.
Welcome back.
Shit.
I did it earlier, Lee. Swear to God, same shit.
Yeah, StreamYard just fucking hates me and just completely lifted its leg and pissed on me like a dog and fucking on a fire hydrant. Yeah. Oh, time changed tonight. Yeah, it is. So I have no idea what you guys have been talking about for the last 20 minutes that I've been trying to fucking reboot my system.
The non-existent poll.
The poll.
Oh yeah, we didn't do a poll. Did we do a poll? Did you guys do a poll without me?
TA, we thought you were. Yeah, that's what you were doing. You were constructing.
They said
a
which
poll.
case
Somebody told
had
me-
the most fuckery out of all the
Like,
cases we
ask
covered,
them.
or something like that.
All right, hold on.
Decide. Let me know what you decide, and I'll follow you with it.
Did we have a topic for a poll, or do I got to come up with something?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we
We
said,
said which case has the most fuckery. That's what we came.
Oh,
Out
okay,
of, like,
okay.
Presgrove, Delphi, Idaho, all
Idaho
of those.
4.
I know who's gonna win it. I know who's gonna win it, but yeah, we can put it up there. So. All
I
right,
I would argue that there's another case that the fuckery goes way
even
higher up the ladder.
Could even put Princess Diana on there.
All right. So what cases do you want to roll with there, Lee?
What case has the most amount of fuckery involved? We'll go with Idaho 4.
Delphi.
Oh yeah, nice. Thank you. Delphi. And I'll put in parentheses if it lets me do it. Richard Allen. Delphi, Richard.
Noah Presgrove.
Yeah. Let's do that. Add an option. Noah Presgrove.
How many can we do? Do you remember?
4. So we need only one more. And the problem is, out of the cases I follow, Lisk isn't one that we think there's a lot of fuckery.
No.
Around.
Charlie Kirk, Nancy Guthrie,
Luigi Mangione. Luigi Mangione is a good one, but you don't really cover that so much, do you? Do either one of you? Like
I do. I have.
You?
That was fun.
I don't.
Let's do
There's a lot of fuckery in there.
There is.
Let's do Luigi Mangione. So we're gonna do and I don't know if you guys know how to pronounce spell Mangione.
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 Linguini manicotti.
What case has the most amount of fuckery involved? Idaho 4, Delphi, Richard Allen, Noah Presgrove, or Luigi Mangione? You want to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, nurse, for giving the donations of the memberships. Thank you. All right. And anyone see the custody queens a little bit ago saying that the state expert said that DNA under the Maddie's nails would be? Yeah,
we all knew that a long time ago.
We knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. This isn't new. That's not new.
I don't want to be insulting to you, but yeah, that we knew it wasn't BK for quite a while.
Right.
We've known it's not BK, and that's it's a good point. Like, why isn't it BK? It's a huge point
because he wasn't there.
Right. All right. So I've got ready to fire this off. I got what case has the most amount of fuckery? Idaho 4, Delphi, Richard Allen, Noah Presgrove, or Luigi Mangione. Are you ready to fire this off?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, go.
And we're off.
Yeah, stick our poll out there and see who's lose.
Mine won't reach that far.
Oh, hey, look. I mean, I thought it would be, well, it is a bit of a runaway, but There's
got
there's
9
strong-
votes.
I
Come
got
on, you guys, vote on
I
this,
got
please.
29.
Don't let us be the last ones to get it. We can do this. What the hell, 9 votes?
Yeah, I got votes still. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We got votes coming in. Keep them coming.
Keep on, keep going.
Runaway
going.
train never coming back. All right.
Keep
Oh, by the way,
rolling.
you know what's happening with my sound tonight? I've got apparently a loose USB-C connection. And whenever it wiggles, it changes my output. Like it wants to keep flicking back because it loses connection to my microphone. So I got to get a better. I got to get a tighter connection on the USB. All right, I've got about 36 votes over here.
17.
All right, is it slowing down for you? Or is it still picking up?
Still moving as of right now. Logan, what do you got?
I have 21 votes.
Okay.
But somebody did make a good point. They said, to be fair, I think we all know more details about the Idaho 4.
See, that's just it. I mean, it is a little biased.
Right.
All right. So let's go ahead and all of us put our poll back and end it now. And I've got as unexpectedly or expectedly 78% said Idaho 4. But I got a good 13% for the Delphi case in second place, and then a little bit less is the Noah Pressgrove or Luigi Mangione.
I got 78 in Idaho, of course, 17 in Delphi, 6 in Noah, and 0 for Luigi.
I think Luigi Mangione goes further up the chain than any of the cases.
People think, yeah.
I voted Luigi because
what do you got, Logan? Did you do the poll on your side over there?
Yeah, I have 61% Idaho 4, 22 Delphi, 13 Luigi, and 4 Noah.
Damn.
Holy shit. Like, did you guys just realize her audience is a little different than ours, right? Because Dago and I kind of ran the same, but Logan comes out of the fucking booth with people that are like, hey, some of these other cases have more fuckery. That must mean she's doing a job on those other cases that we're not doing.
Good job. Good job.
But yeah, to JJ's point, Luigi Mangione may have actually more fuckery than we imagine in that case. But yeah,
we don't see it all yet. Yeah.
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 Good point. Good point.
Yeah,
Good
and I think, yeah, exactly. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm pretty proud of it myself. So Delphi is a strong second contender. So there's that.
That was a very nice big poll.
Nice poll.
I think the level of fuckery is different. Like everybody feels for Richard Allen, and saying, like our emotions are really into the fuckery surrounding what has happened to him. As far as the case, I think goes to Idaho. Like the level is different.
Yeah.
Right.
Very much. Very good point. Yes.
Oh yeah, Lisa Lamb. This holy shit. Lisa Lamb, and it's funny because I remembered the name when you said it before I got to the water drum. That's was wild,
isn't it?
That hotel, right? That hotel with the fucking crazy shit in that hotel.
Yes, I covered that.
Yep.
Oh my god, what was the name of that? So, oh my god, that story.
It was what was the hotel, Logan?
I know it, but I can't.
The
Chelsea, the Chelsea Hotel.
No,
Chelsea.
No. It was something else.
Are you sure?
Cecil
Hotel. That's right. Not Cheese Town. Yeah.
And there was oh my god, we're gonna go on a fucking side tangent. There was a thing about that whole do you remember the weird ritual, the weird ritual that people would do where they would do a certain ritual before getting into the elevator, and the idea was that you would get off on an elevator and it would be like a floor in a different fucking dimension and shit.
Yes.
So her name was Elisa Lamb. And when that whole thing happened with her and she was still in the water tank, there was an outbreak of tuberculosis on the street right outside there. And the name of the test to test for tuberculosis is called the Lamb Elisa.
Yes.
People were literally showering with like her debris from the body, from like
they were drinking
her decaying body. Yeah, they were drinking her decaying body. Oh my god, that case.
It was a British couple, I think, that was staying there that said that the water tasted weird, and they were like,
"Yep,
you need to go check it," and that's how they figured out that.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I remember that.
Lee, I wanted to bring your attention to something because I think you missed it because you were in your process of trying to reboot. Mud Fossils 999 donated $49.99.
Holy piss balls!
I did speak to that.
Yeah.
You did,
Yeah.
but I don't think Lee heard it because he was rebooting.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
And I thanked Mud Fossil very much for doing that. It was very
That was
generous.
on your side, Dago. That's amazing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
By the way, when I see the word fossils, there was an old show for the night. Remember the 1980s had a lot of these like teen movies. I remember a line from it had Pondo in it, and it was a line was "I don't fuck fossils for free." There's like remember that there was like an old dude. There was an old dude hitting on a young chick, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I don't fuck fossils for free."
Whoa!
For the rest of my life. So when I see
I never
fossils,
heard that.
I'm like, I don't fuck fossils for free. But anyways,
yes. That case. I remember when I covered that case, I was freaking myself out until the very end of it.
What was the name of the case? There was a documentary on Netflix about that case.
Yes.
What was it called? I forgot.
But the with the hotel.
Yeah, the hotel.
The Cecil Hotel. There was
Hotel Cecil. Yeah,
there was 3 of them. There was the Hotel Cecil. There was the Elisa Lam story, and then there was another one I watched that was it was an off name, but it went with the whole story. I can't remember the name of it. Oh my God. I did that on my Saturday or Friday night paranormal show that I was covering because it had a paranormal aspect to it.
Right, because there was we're not we need to wrap up at some time tonight. But I remember when remember that video of her in the elevator and she had her hands doing weird shit and she was like fucking talking to shit that wasn't there and shit like
out, looking back
in.
It
was fucking freaky. It was like, what the fuck's going on in that hotel?
That shit freaked me. I watched that first documentary. I think it was the Hotel Cecil or whatever.
Like her hands like bit back almost all
2 in the
way.
morning.
So they had one on Netflix called "It's Crime Scene: The Vanishing" at the Cecil Hotel.
That was the other one. That was the other one.
It was in 2021, a 4-part series.
Yes. Chris, sir, I'll be doing the paranormal stuff here coming up again soon.
Do you remember? Okay, out of curiosity, do you remember the ritual that you had to do to get to get off on that weird fucking mysterious floor? You had to get into an elevator and you had to push a certain floor and then you push another floor and you push another floor and if you did it in a certain sequence, you would end up in a weird alternate dimension kind of thing.
Yes.
Remember? Do you remember what the floors were? What the sequences?
I don't. Unfortunately.
I just want to encourage all of our young children out there to go perform it and see what fucking happens and see if they end up in another dimension. So
when I had somebody from my chat that went to try to go to this hotel after I covered it, and at that point I believe they were shut down and they were somebody had bought it or something and they were going to remodel or some shit. That's based off of the One American Horror Story.
Yes,
based off that hotel.
Yes. American Horror Story. Yeah.
The one with Gaga in it was based off that. Yeah.
Yes.
What'd you say, Logan?
Thank you, Felicia, for becoming a member. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
all right.
Talk over you.
Look, we are a train wreck tonight. I'm pretty sure it's all my fault as the whatever you want to say, the host of the show somewhat. But anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up for the evening, if you will. Let's do the order. Robin, 1-1. JJ, Dago, and then Logan as a close tonight. So let's go ahead and round the horn. I know I just did that completely erupt on you, but let's go ahead and wrap this shit up because Dago needs to go to sleep. This is like the 3rd fucking live he's done today, and I think Logan was on one of them even.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But
let's go ahead and do this. Robin, what do you got for close tonight?
Well, it has been another fascinating night. Last night and tonight we kind of really didn't have a game plan, but we always find stuff to talk about, and your generosity tonight has not gone unnoticed. We appreciate each and every one of you so much. We do put a ton of work into what we do, and we know not everyone out there has the ability to donate. We appreciate it when you do, but even just hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, sharing it with one other person means so much to us. And whether you're here live or our replay crews, you guys are just amazing. And I am so proud to share this panel with this amazing group of people who gives a shit about these cases, who really pours their heart and souls into investigating the facts bringing documents to your attention, going after documents and body cam footage. So, I'm just proud of this community as a whole. So, and the crime cat over here agrees. So, but thank you so thank you guys so much for coming out each and every night, and we appreciate you so much, and I hope everyone has a fantastic night.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw the cat rising up, so it was funny that you mentioned it at the same time because I saw that happening. All right, 1-1, what do you got for close?
Thanks to everyone for joining and the donations, all of our great communities, all the mods backstage, as always, Amanda, Essie, Big Boss, behind the scenes. We love all of you guys helping us work together to get to the truth. It's very important, your foot stays on the gas pedal and don't let up. As I said earlier, I do think there, we don't know what will happen, but I do think there is something, at least with Brian Koberger in the near future. Now,
yeah,
that there may be something about Brian Koberger possibly getting a new trial or whatever happens with that, but that's still not going to tell us what actually happened. And we still need the truth to come out for the victim. So it's not just about BK getting off. We would like to actually have the people responsible for these horrendous crimes go away. That's a big point. But thanks to everyone. Great discussion as always and fun times. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be covering another show on Princess Diana, episode 3. So same time, and we're just starting to do a deeper dive into some of the crime scene and some of the other stuff. The first 2 episodes was more of like into Diana's history and where she came from and stuff about her personality. Her just you gotta give a little history and a little backdrop. We don't want to just dive right into the crime scene right away. You need to kind of see all the details. So we try to give you as much as we can, and I believe we're probably gonna jump into the timeline a little bit that sort of got into that night. So we're definitely not going to be covering, it's a 2-hour show. So we're not going to get to everything, but we will get, I believe, to the timeline somewhat of the course of events. So that should be super interesting. I know everyone loves Princess Diana, and I've been enjoying researching and going into that. So I'll leave you with a movie quote.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone ready? Ready, JJ?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think? Looks like a penis, only smaller.
Oh my God.
The Hangover.
No.
No. Damn it. It was a good guess. That was a good guess, actually.
Yeah.
it was.
And I'll give you a second quote if
I would have thought that too. In fact, I'm still thinking it was a line from fucking The Hangover. Go ahead.
It
Keep
is.
going. That's it. That's the only line you were going to give us is a penis.
It's the only line. Now look, I've got a firm policy on gun control. If there's a gun around, I want to be the person controlling it. Well, change your policy.
Austin Powers?
No.
Holy shit.
No idea.
Give us a hint of what era.
God, I've used that phrase.
It's in the 80s. It's in the yeah.
Pink Cadillac.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did fucking Logan did some AI foo right there. I'll fucking tell you.
Thanks, Amanda B.
AI foo. Of course, Amanda gets it.
Cadillac is.
Nice. That's hey, well deserved. Well deserved. All right. Thank you for the close. Appreciate that very much. And I love the movie trivia as part of our thing. Did I say? Oh yeah, I was going to give Logan last. So we're going to go JJ. What's up?
It was a fun stream tonight, everybody. Thank you to the advocates, denizens, meatballs, believers, and the mods. It was a good time. A lot of fuckery out there in the world. You know, there's a lot of cases that we follow that seem to have a lot of fuckery. So I think that if we keep I guess somebody earlier was bitching that we are talking about things. Well, that's how you birth ideas, is by talking about them.
Yeah.
You look at information and you workshop it. And oftentimes you may go over the same things many times, but then eventually you come up with new ideas by looking into things. So
yes.
Thank you to everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much for joining us again tonight. And Dago, what's up? What's your close?
Oh boy.
So, guys, as always, I want to thank every single solitary one of you for joining us tonight, and to the mods, of course. On no words, you guys are amazing, and thank you so very much. As always, you guys, we wouldn't exist without you. I say it every time, and that's all of you in the Devil's Advocates, the True Crime Cafe, and of course Bronx Tales. All amazing. Thank you all so very much, and I'm glad, Logan, that you're back. I'm glad you're feeling better. It's wonderful to have you back. 1-1, Robin, JJ, Lee, thank you again for being here and for having me here with you. It's always an honor, and I'm grateful to be here with you all. It was an amazing show, as always. Always a good time in some aspects, and always very, very educational in some ways, too. So I appreciate that from all of you. Thank you guys so very much for being here to support us all. Thank you again for all of the super chats. And any kind of support you've given us in any fashion, guys. It all means so very much. Again, I'm going to stress, guys, please leave comments if you will, if you could. That's very very well liked by YouTube. And again, I'm going to stress again what Lee was saying as far as our channels go. It's a struggle this time of year, folks, and we very much appreciate and truly need your support at this time of year, because it's very hard what we all do. I spend hours out here. Logan spends hours and works a full-time job. Lee spends hours out here doing what we do, and we do it because we love it. That's a fact. There's no two ways about that. Okay. But again, it's our job. For some of us, it doesn't matter if it is or if it's not, guys. It's a lot. We do a lot out here, and we appreciate your guys' support while we're doing that. So I want to thank you all for even thinking of us in that aspect. If you do, I know that we do appreciate you in that aspect as well. So very much. And again, guys, please make sure, if you have the option, it only takes a minute, to make sure you hop into each channel, hit the like button, share it out, make sure you're subscribed if you want to be, and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss anything we do. Guys, we love you guys so very much. We appreciate you so very much. Don't forget to love yourselves and love each other. And please don't change nothing, folks, because you guys truly are, as I always say, the beautiful people. Thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful night.
And I have to wonder why the truck is lifted question is a question for you, Dago. Did you see that on the screen? Like, you just ducking that one or what?
No, I didn't see. What? Where?
Amanda had pinned, like, I got one question for you, Dago. Is your truck lifted? And I'm like, why are they asking him that question? See it? See it?
No, I took my lift off. I don't need it. Thank you, Amanda. I love you. I love you.
What's with the truck?
I love you, Amanda.
Yeah,
yes, I took the lift off.
Sorry about your penis. All right. All right, let's go ahead and let's go to Logan.
It's all good.
Thank you so much, especially to the mods. You guys truly help so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, everybody, for always showing up, and specifically for the super chats tonight. It's so helpful when you support the channel, so I can keep going and make it worth my time. We put a lot of work into this before we even get on live. We have hours of research and planning and making thumbnails and pictures together and all that good stuff. So I just want to appreciate everybody for the super chats, especially the likes and the comments on the videos. That helps just as much. So thank you so much for showing up, being present, and being in the chat and giving great feedback in the chat and comments and stuff for us to talk on. So Please keep showing up. We appreciate you all. Do something nice for yourself today. Be kind, but more importantly, be kind to your animals. Have a great night, everybody.
Yep.
All right. And thank you very much for the panel, for coming tonight, and for everything that you guys have done. I do want to reiterate again, because I don't like asking for money, but this is, as Dago said, and I've said earlier tonight, this is a difficult time of year for some YouTube channels. YouTube tends to play with the algorithm and try to change new things. And it's discouraging for people, especially those creators who have a full-time job as it is already. They bust their ass, they put in tons of hours after hours, and then they're exhausted, and then they're watching their numbers go down, and people unsubscribe, and there's no money coming in. And again, none of us here, in my opinion, are doing it for the money, but by the same token, you have to start asking the questions like, I can't pay my bills if I'm exhausted and can't go to work. I could pick up a second job and make more money than what I'm doing right here. So for those of you who think that YouTubers are rolling in the money, not so. And every bit of support, even if, and let me make this clear, it's not just about the money. It's not about the money. Right now, all of us, creators are struggling with self-doubt this time of year. Like, why is the numbers down? Why does nobody give a shit? We're putting in all this time and effort and nobody fucking gives a shit. If all you do is say, I give a shit, keep doing what you're doing, it'll mean a lot to us.
Yes.
So that's my parting thought for the day. Just let us know you appreciate what we're doing. It doesn't have to come with financial setback on your own part. Just let us know that you give a shit, because a lot of us are struggling with self-doubt this time of year because of how bad the algorithm is treating some of our channels right now. So anyways, that's my soapbox for the night. Thank you all for coming again to another Devil's Advocates presentation of the Crimes After Dark. Tomorrow night, I will be off the stream, but we'll have the normal Sunday night crew doing something different. When the cat is away, the mice will play, as they say. And so check out tomorrow night's show. And again, support your lake. And I want to say this again. I don't care whose stream you're watching, whether it's Logan's stream from Bronx Tales, whether it's Dago's thing, just that you're here and joining us. Don't feel guilty that you're not sharing the love. Follow your favorite creator, show support, give them love, and give them encouragement. We all need it this time of year. Thank you, everybody, and see you again. At least I will see you again on Monday night. The rest of the crew will be without me on Sunday night. And take it easy, everybody.
Have a great night, folks. We love you.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.